combine those two together. And once you get there, that to me, that's checking the box. You want to add a little bit more because there's more health benefits. Yes, I am 100% behind that. In fact, if I was writing the exercise guidelines, I'd probably double the sort of target, or at least make some sort of objective VO2 max target, or improvement in fitness as sort of a goal in there that could be monitored. But I just don't think that it's going to do much for weight loss proper. Do you kind of agree with that, or do you have have a disagreement that we could publish on air?
Yeah, I think in practice, it almost matters a bit less what I think in that situation. And it comes down to more my conversation with the person. And if the person, the rare specimen who is just like itching to do more activity, I'm like, sure. I'm certainly not going to pull the reins back on them and say, nah, I wouldn't increase this because it's, on population level data, less likely to be effective over the 5-year time span. That's like a horrible way to have a conversation with a patient anyway, but that's not going to be the way that conversation goes. And so more often it's a battle to get the person up to meeting those minimums. If we can get them there, that's great. And if from there, if they're like, man, I feel great, I can find myself easily doing more, it's like, cool, send it. That's fine. That might not be enough on its own, or that might not be the entirety of our intervention, but I'm not gonna hold you back. It's just that if I get you there and you're like, this is a fair amount of work, I don't know how interested I am in doing more, I'm like, okay, like I'm not going to push and push and push and push and say, you're not going to succeed unless we can get you, tripling the guidelines or something like that. So that's the way it ends up playing out more in practice.